Hi, my name's Kaz and I am Charlotte and Izzy's mum. Welcome to my little greenhouse here. Now you might remember seeing me at the school allotment, or you might remember seeing Tiffany or Caroline. You would have had a lesson where you would have sowed a tomato seed and taken that plant back home at the holidays and seen it grow. So what we'd like you to do is come and collect one and bring it home and look after it and see if you can grow some tomatoes. So you might be wondering, how am I going to look after this plant? Well, one of the first things we should really think about when we think about looking after a plant is, where does it come from? So tomatoes originally come from the continent of South America. I think you learned about that at school. So South America is very hot and it's very humid. So our tomatoes are going to want to be in a very hot place and are going to want plenty of water. So firstly, let's think, where are we going to put our pot? A sunny windowsill is a good place. But also these tomatoes can be put outside. Before we put them outside for good, we do have to do something called hardening off, and that means over the course of a few days we're going to keep putting our plant out for longer and longer time. So the first day you might just put your plant out for a couple of days and bring it back in somewhere nice and warm. The next day put it out for a bit longer. So it's slowly getting used to the conditions outside. So if you're going to put it outside, find the sunniest place in your garden. And in fact, if you've got a nice sunny wall to your house, or if you've got a patio, that's going to be the perfect place to put your tomato. And when it comes to watering, you're going to want to water it every day because tomatoes are incredibly thirsty. They don't like to be too dry. You're also going to want to feed it because it's very hungry. Now you can get special tomato food, or you can use a sort of multi-purpose fertiliser, like something like this, which you can get in Hume Garden Centre. I think they're still doing deliveries, or you can go visit. And you can feed that once a week. Now let's think about what we're going to do in terms of the pot it's going to live in. So obviously it can't just grow in a pot like this, it's going to get way too big. What we'll do is we'll leave it in here until it's started to outgrow its pot. So how are we going to tell that? If we look at the bottom of our pot, and if we can start to see these little white squiggly lines, those are the roots coming out, that's telling us that the plant's beginning to outgrow its pot. So that's the time to very carefully pot it out into a bigger pot. Now this is a bush variety. It's not going to be a tall cordon variety, it's going to be a nice compact bush, so it doesn't have to go in a very big pot. Let me just show you where I've put some of my plants. Okay, we've got this pot. So look, it's looking quite happy in there, quite bushy. You can see actually it's got some yellow flowers on it already. It's these yellow flowers that are going to get fertilised by the bees, and they're going to turn first into little green tomatoes and then they're going to turn red. Now another thing you can do, which can be quite pretty, is you can put them in a hanging basket. So you could hang that on the outside of your house, or even inside your house if you've got a sunny spot. Okay, so good luck with your tomatoes. I hope you have success. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. You can get in touch with us on our Facebook page, which is called Brookburn Den and Allotment Volunteers, or on Twitter at Allotment Den. And if you go on either of those, feel free to ask us some questions, and please share your photos. I would love to see photos of your tomatoes, of the flowers on your plants, and even better, if you do manage to harvest some tomatoes, I'd love to see, what did you do with them? Did you put them in a salad? Did you put them on a pizza? So anyway, enjoy your tomatoes. Bye!